So there you have it. All we're lacking. This is pretty much the end result. Except for I'm going to be putting. I'm going to cover this up over here. That way it doesn't get any rain on it. Any rain. A simple piece of plastic. Simple piece of plastic. And trying to find out what is the best. What would be the best method for these windmills? Now, as you can see, I've got this. I've got the DC motor. It's a permanent magnet motor, but it's, you know, it runs at 3,600 RPM, right? 3,600 RPM, right? To generate, you know, around 15 volts, 18 volts, and you know, it's gonna have to run at a pretty high speed. But anyways, so my design's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be actually removing the permanent magnet motors, these ones in general, to this one right here. It's pretty much the same one, but just a little smaller, with this actually set up over here of the windmill. So what I'm doing in turn is I've got some hoverboard motors right here, hoverboard motors. So, and inside here, as you can see, right, I took this apart, opened it up right there. There's all the neodymium magnets right here, as you can see, right, neodymium magnets. I'm going to take you a step from step and show you what I'm going to be doing and how I'm doing it and all that kind of stuff. But so bear with me. You'll see clips of videos back and forth, and then you'll see the progress and what's going to be generate the most power, because these hoverboard motors over here, they turn really simple. Look at this. They just turn. So these ones, the hoverboard motors, are a lot more efficient. So what my plan is, okay, so this hoverboard motor right over here with the neodymium, I already took it out, the whole 9 yards, like, you know, and they're a bit of a pain in the butt trying to take it out, right, because the magnets and all that stuff, when you finally remove it. Anyway, so I got it out. It's a pain in the butt, but just be patient, right? Just work side to side to side to side, and then pull it out, okay? And there's many other videos also too that showing you how to pull these the stator out. And yeah, but anyway, so it's mounted on the hoverboard. Naturally, when you get the hoverboard, you're going to have to take these apart. Now, when the hoverboard is like this, it'll have these things right here holding these two pieces together, the hoverboard, okay? And you're going to be thinking, how in the hell can I get this apart? You're going to be thinking, oh my God, I can't get it apart, right? But these two clips, right, it's a C kind of, I forget what they call it, but they're inside here, right? They're inside here, right inside there, right in there. And you're going to have to pry that little plastic thing, it's a C-clamp or whatever, you're going to open it up this way, and then you're able to open these apart, right? Very easily. Now you got two pieces. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with them, right? Exactly the same thing, but I'm going to use this one, right? And I'm going to attach it onto the front or onto the back, all depends, right? But I'm going to put it this way. And it's going to go like that, right? It's going to go like that, sitting up like that, right? And the belt, and I'll have to lift up the wheel also too, and I'm doing this with one hand here. Okay, so what's going to happen is the belt is going to go around here just like it was going around this one, right? This permanent magnet one. It's going to go from the wheel onto this one, and it's going to, when it turns, it's going to spin this permanent magnet three-phase, right? Three-phase AC motor. There it is right here. Here's the floor. Here's the layout, more or less. This is the layout right there. Okay, that's the layout. Oh, the sun is just crazy. But anyways, that's it right there. You can see right there'd be the three-phase, right? The green one, the yellow one, the brown one, with your diodes. Diodes, and there's the positive that'll be going to the positive side, and there's the negative going to the negative side. and that's it. And I just taped it all up with some 2-inch Scotch tape, and ready to go. And so the 3-phase, the 3 wires, the color-coded wires from here again, was it green, yellow, and brown? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Green, yellow, and brown. Green, yellow, and blue, should I say, not brown, blue. Yeah, so they'll be coming in this way, and then the output will be going over to the controller, right? Your controller, or straight to the battery. So that's going to be what I'm going to be doing over here, and this is what I'm showing you right here. So yeah, and these motors, the hoverboard motors, are the best motors that you want to be using, okay, for your windmills, okay, for your windmills. Now you can have, this will be the first half, well, you know, kind of like part 1, and yeah, so get yourself some hoverboard motors, right, get them, take them apart. And remember what I said about the C-clamp over here, right, if you're thinking, right, remember when they're together, the only way to take it apart is you'll see the C-clamp in there that no one tells you about, right, if you want to take these out. And you could use it because the motor locks right in, because the motor just sits right in, hang on a second, because the motor just, it locks in right in that little groove right there. It locks right in and it bolts right up, and why not just use that, right, like the way that I got right here, right, look at that. Why not just use the whole plate, right, set it up, lock it in, you can bolt this plate to the wooden frame, and Bob's your uncle. And then you're ready to go. And don't forget to make a bridge rectifier also too. So I got the rubber off of the hoverboard motor. Here it is, right here, right there, and I attached it to the hoverboard section over here on this side. And that's how it's going to sit, like that. Really nice. It's going to be, yeah, like what I said, it's going to be like mounting like that on that side over there. And I took the windmill brace off of it, like that one right there. I took this motor, but the motor will be up a little higher, about that high to spin. Yeah. I wanted to tell you also too, though, is when you take off the rubber wheel off of the hoverboard motor right here, it's a bit of a pain. So what you do is you get a flathead, and the motor's inside here, right? And what you do is just dig a little bit inside here and just start moving slowly, you know, little by little until the lip starts coming up. Don't try to break the motor. Don't try to make, you know, real big dents inside here. Right, don't try to make big dents, just go slowly, right? Eventually you'll start to see the tire, you know, slowly coming off, and just, you know, do it gradually, and eventually it'll come right off, and then you'll be left with this. Now look at this, this is beautiful, look at the rim, right? You can either get a belt, you know, like a car belt, right, for the motor, either get one of those, or you can actually have your own exercise belt I have over here, that you can see on that one. But I just wanted to keep you guys up to date of what my next steps was. So what I'm doing, and I got this motor off. They're high torque and low RPM. That's what you want for a windmill, right? So this is what you want. So yeah, so you can utilize the whole hoverboard, right? Remember I told you earlier in the video, right? When it connects together, when these two connect together, when you're standing on it, there's a C-clamp that holds these two together, and it'll come on this side. All you gotta do is just break these C-clamp apart, wide open, right? And once you open up the C-clamp, like that, it'll release this male piece that goes inside here, your bicycle wheel, and where the hoverboard motor will be going. So in relations, they'll be equal height, and that way when I attach the belt on it, it'll just be going perfectly. And you know what? I'm damn sure that this is going to work a lot better than using one of these motors, DC motors. Right? The sun's in the way. There you go. Alright, so this is where I'm at. That was the old windmill. Over there still with the motor on it. 500 watt motor. I took off the blades, the top, the bicycle wheel, which is right here. I mounted it. Mounted it over there, as you can see. With some screws over here, over there, and put one right through, went all the way back over there to make it aligned, to make it actually center. And this is it right here. And it's gonna spin around in the wind like that. Right, it's gonna be like that. Spin around, and I'm gonna actually make it double. That's what I said. Right, and extend it out just a little bit. Right, with smaller ones. Just a little bit. And there's the hoverboard motor. I haven't attached it yet. Not at all. But this is the hoverboard motor. I'm going to put some holes in here. Hang on a second. Let's go like this. I'm going to put some holes in the... turn some light on. I'm going to drill some holes into this section here of the hoverboard body, and with some bolts, and screw it through. That way it goes all the way to here in the back and screw it in, or either through this way and come this way. And but obviously this is, and yeah, so that'll attach to that, to the section of the and pretty much I'm going to be done. And all we need is the belt. But obviously it is not going to be raised up, so that way it's right, raised up to about there, to where it's level with the wheel and the belt. I'm going to have to just actually figure it out, get it going, but I'll let you guys know. I'll set it all up, get it all going, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So I got the hoverboard motor attached over here. Spins around nicely now. Spins around very nicely. What I did was I drilled 2 holes into the hoverboard frame body. That's attached. I drilled 1 hole here, 1 hole here. Put a bolt through there with a nut. Drilled another hole there, as you can see. And I still haven't put one in there yet, but I will. Definitely 100%. If you follow this video, you too will be able to build one 100%. The next thing is just to, put the belt on it and try it out. These are one of the best motors right here, hoverboard motors. You want to get these. These are the motors that you want to do, that you want to get if you're doing any kind of a hydroelectric power or any kind of windmill. And also too, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lot of tape around here, cover it up with plastic. That way it doesn't get wet, because these 3 wires will go to the bridge rectifier. Right, the yellow, blue, and green, they'll go to the bridge rectifier, which actually converts it into DC. And Bob's your uncle. These 2, these are the sensors, and another one bucket up high. And but this can lay down on the ground. You can put this in the backyard on the table. Put some legs on it, right? Put that on in the backyard, on top of your garage, your shed, whatever it may be, and start generating some power. Fall's coming, winter's coming, the windy season's coming. Generate. I mean, as long as you're charging your batteries, that's the main thing, right? Charging the batteries, right? Pretty much all night long, all afternoon long, all morning long. You're charging your batteries, running your lights, your computers, your laptops, notepads, tablets, your phone, lights in the house, lights in everywhere. Right? I'm not talking about lighting your running your vacuum cleaner or your your microwave oven. Those are not emergencies, and those are not really vital, right? They're not vital. They're really not. Those are just comfort things. But light, TV, radio, the communications, phones, tablets, internet, you can run all that with the hydroelectric and with windmill. and solar. So I'm suggesting basically that the easiest things to do and the easiest things to build are the windmills, solar system, and if you got water, hydro. And these motors right here, the hoverboard motors, are extremely well, not to mention the hyperdrives. We could chat about the hyperdrives in another video, but I thought I'd get this over with and accomplish with that way. You know, people out there, you'll be able to have power immediately when you start. Immediately, you know, solar's great, right? You've got power with solar, no problem. You know, like 5 or 6 batteries with about 800 to 1500 watts of actually solar. Start off with 300 and continue on from there. Build. And if you got windmills, and you know, there's restrictions about running the wire right into your home or into your shed where your battery banks are, your inverters are, and you know, when the lights go out, when the power goes out, you know, we're running into all kinds of situations right now. It's that time of year, and we're in a pretty critical point of in our time right now. It's 2023, and yeah, so got the belt on it, spinning quite fine, just by this, and I'm doing this video camera one hand, but I spun it as hard as I could with both hands, and the belt stayed on, no problem. So what I'm going to do is, I think that might be better, but yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably spray paint this whole thing. That way it'll be edge protected from the elements. Some waterproof actually spray paint and all the wiring, and then I'll cover this. I might even get the body of the hoverboard and put it back on with the bridge rectifier inside here. With the bridge rectifier inside here. That way it's just like this, like that, and then the cord will run down. So I got the multimeter on it right now. Got the multimeter on it, as you can see. I got it on AC. You can see when I'm turning it back and forth, already it's producing 4 volts. You can see that already. Alright, and I'm just 5 volts. I'm just lightly spinning that. 8 volts already. Lightly spinning at 7 volts, right? Lightly spinning 8 volts. Okay, now watch. Now watch this. So let's see. So that's got the second level on here. Second level. That's it. I'm just spinning it by hand right now, as you can see. Well, that's how it looks. That way the buckets will catch more wind. So this last little part over here, and then I mean, like, this is pretty easy to do, pretty easy to make. I mean, just go get some buckets and away you go. I mean, get some wire, you know, or some L brackets, whatever it may be, right? Get some, you know, some stretchy band, rope. I mean, some band. You know, exercise kind of where you stretch and stuff like that with your legs and your arms. And then, you know, get some, you know, some wood with some more L brackets and some bolts and nuts and screws, and this is one of the BMX's. I forget what they call them. Oh, you're right, pegs. Called pegs, right? And they fit really good with. They fit really good with bicycle wheels. Right? I believe it's 3/8. I believe it is. I believe it's 3/8. And the hardest part is just basically getting the hoverboard and taking it apart, which I showed you how to do that. Right? And you got yourself pretty much a primitive, well, not primitive, you know, pretty simple design under what? I mean, I didn't really pay anything for the buckets. I didn't pay anything for the buckets. Nothing. Zero. Right? I just found them. I found them in the back alley. I find all kinds of buckets in the back alley. The actual bicycle tire, you can find all kinds of bicycle tires all over the place, pretty much for free. Right? Free. The wood, I found scrap wood. I went to actually, what was it, Lowe's, and I got wood, scrap wood there free. And the L brackets, yes, I did have to pay for the L brackets and the bolts and the nuts and screws and all that stuff. I paid for those, and then I paid actually $50 for the hoverboard. But I got two motors. I'm only using one, so I'd say under $30. Under $30, you can build yourself a really good windmill. Very simple. You don't have to use no metal. You don't have to machine it. You don't got to machine it and rivet it and kind of, you know, I mean, you're not very much to spin these. I'm just doing this very lightly. Very lightly with my hand here. Just very lightly. So the wind could come and start spinning and could be charging my batteries. Very light. No problem. No problem whatsoever. No problem. So this is the end result, the final product here. I have given you guys two designs. One with the broom handles. Well, that would be 7 feet across, 7 feet in the north, south, and east and west. That's what it would be. This version over here with the buckets, the other buckets attached by wire. Just simply attach it right here through some hose, through the original hose, tied it over there, locked it in there over there with a bolt, as you can see. As you can see, the bolt right here. Alright, just tied in. And every one is exactly the same with the wire and with the bolt. The hoverboard, I instead of putting a plastic piece, I just put the original body back onto the hoverboard, screwed it all in. I got the bridge rectifier inside here. It's nicely done. I'm going to then I'm going to spray paint this, or I'm going to stain the wood. That way it'll last a long time in the snow and in the rain conditions. But yeah, this is easy, and the reason why I decided to put the buckets like that, because it's not 7 feet. It's not 7 feet around, but I could do that if you got space and you got room. If you got space and you got room to do that, and you want to have it like that, which is probably catch a lot more wind. But I would imagine that this version will catch just as much wind. You guys are probably asking, okay, why did I decide to use it with buckets? You guys are probably wondering why. Well, it's the most simplest, it's the most easiest. And the buckets are very common to find. I mean, they're very easy to find everywhere. And they're very inexpensive also too if you have to purchase them and the wire. But it's the most easiest to build. Very, very easy to build. Anyone can build it. 7th graders can actually build it. So you have two versions. One with the blades, removable blades, and one without the blades. And put the plastic cover back on the hoverboard. And yeah, there it is. One that's not removable and a lot more compact, and the other one where you can remove the blades. There you have it.